Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Miigwech, Elder Josie, thank you once again for the opening prayer and to the welcome to your unceded traditional Algonquin territory and for reminding us all of the importance of the long-term stewardship that Indigenous peoples have played on this land and the importance of the continued stewardship and respect for something so precious as water. Odeshkin, thank you so much for the song and the reminder of the youthful spirit of Indigenous people on this land. To our grass dancer and our fancy shawl dancer, thank you so much for reminding us about the diversity of Indigenous peoples on this land. And Gilbert, thank you for pointing out the painful truths of our history in this country and the ongoing work that we all have to do. And as we look to be hopeful about the opportunity that migration presents to us, to not forget that there are traditional learnings and teachings and opportunities for us all to remember what First Peoples offer to newcomers to this land, and that we can all move together in reconciliation to build that more just, peaceful, and equal Canada. Miigwech, and as I would say in traditional Wolastoqey language from Fredericton, New Brunswick, Waliwan. Thank you all so much. To the organizers, thank you for having me here. To those who have come from abroad, welcome to Canada. Welcome to our nation's capital. It's great to be here at Metropolis 2019. Depuis 2 décennies, le Congrès international Metropolis a contribué à l'établissement de politiques publiques essentielles en matière d'immigration. Encore une fois cette année, les questions qui seront abordées au cours des prochains jours sont très importantes. The theme of this year's conference is the promise of migration, inclusion, economic growth, and global cooperation. This theme reminds us that we are all interconnected when it comes to the realities of global migration. It highlights the potential that migration offers to individual countries and to our global community. And it rallies us to work together to address challenges and take advantage of the tremendous human capital that exists throughout our global village. Our collective ability to make good on the promise of migration is vital to social cohesion, economic stability, and global peace and security. So thank you for being here, to work together, to share and learn from one another, to make good on the promise of migration. And you can count on Canada to play its part. Canada is a country of communities, a country that celebrates and integrates the strength of our incredible diversity. Newcomers enrich not only the cultural fabric of our country, but also our economy and consequently the lives of every Canadian. They enhance our creativity by bringing different perspectives and new ideas. Immigration creates opportunity for us all. We know this because we are largely a country of immigrants. The collective effort of Indigenous peoples and those who have come here from every corner of the globe for over 300 years. Dans ma petite province du Nouveau-Brunswick, nous nous demandons souvent, où serions-nous sans notre héritage acadien et le retour d'un peuple cherchant refuge après avoir été dispersé aux 80 en 1755. Where would we be without the Irish, who escaped the potato famine in the 1840s? Where would we be without newcomers from Europe and the Middle East who arrived during the coal boom of the early 1900s? As Canadians, the experience of history has opened our minds and our hearts not only to the importance of welcoming newcomers, but also to their significant contributions. It's why between 2015 and today, Canada has been able to resettle over 60,000 Syrian refugees and has become the global leader in refugee resettlement. Les immigrants ont bâti ce pays, une route, une école, une entreprise à la fois, une église, une mosquée, un temple et une synagogue à la fois. Today, Canada's strength lies in its diversity, in the richness of our multicultural identity. And that identity was on full display last week as millions gathered in Toronto to celebrate the championship of Canada's only NBA team, the Toronto Raptors. A truly international team itself, the Raptors symbolize the rich Canadian mosaic. What we saw last Monday was the largest crowd for any such victory parade in history. People from all walks of life, Canadians from every corner of the world, came together to celebrate a team, but really to celebrate a country. It was Canada's immigration story on full display. A celebration of our social diversity. Canada's economy depends on immigration as well. In Canada, we have a low birth rate and an aging population. Cela crée des pressions dans de nombreux domaines. Par exemple, le financement des services sociaux et médicaux, ainsi qu'une pénurie de main-d'œuvre dans différents secteurs. Immigration is a key ingredient in our recipe to address these challenges, grow our economy, and maintain our global competitiveness. And we know that immigrants not only fill our labor demands, but they create jobs themselves. Our global skills strategy, which fast-tracks the entry of highly skilled professionals, has helped Canada create over 1 million jobs over the last 4 years. Innovative programs like the Atlantic Immigration Pilot and the Rural Remote and Northern Communities Pilot are helping our rural regions not only survive, but thrive. And Canada is a destination of choice for students from around the world, adding over $15 billion to our economy each year. In an ever-increasing global competitive economy, welcoming immigrants to Canada and helping them settle and integrate into our communities provides us with a competitive advantage. Les communautés diverses connaissent des avantages économiques, civiques et culturels considérables, ainsi qu'une meilleure cohésion sociale et un plus grand respect pour les droits de la personne. Dans la course mondiale pour attirer du talent, le Canada est bien positionné parce que nous investissons dans les programmes d'établissement et d'intégration pour aider les nouveaux arrivants à bien réussir une fois dans le pays. Mais c'est certain que nous traversons une période mondiale particulièrement complexe. Les conflits armés, des guerres civiles et des autres crises humanitaires mènent à des niveaux de migration historiques. Nous ne sommes pas les seuls à voir notre système d'immigration et d'octroi de l'asile être mis à l'épreuve. And even Canada is not immune to populist, anti-immigrant, and anti-refugee sentiment. We need to address the very real concerns that exist around insecurity, instability, and inequality. But never be afraid to call out those who would seek to scapegoat refugees, pit immigrant communities against one another, and spread fear and division about the unknown. And we need to do so together. More than at any other time in our history, we need a global approach to migration. Together, We can push back against the fear, address the challenges, and embrace the promise of migration. This past year, Canada joined with other nations to adopt the Global Compact on Refugees and the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly, and Regular Migration. These compacts are important tools through which countries can learn from one another. Canada can set an example by being strategic in how we go about our work domestically, and not just in the way we plan and communicate our immigration goals, but by how we invest in communities, build a strong middle class, and tackle climate change. And we can work with our allies around the world to address the international global migration issues. We can better tailor our development support, empower women and girls, build economic opportunity for everyone, and protect the international rules-based order. Metropolis 2019 is an important venue for the exchange of information and ideas and to foster collaboration. Ce congrès nous donne l'occasion d'apprendre du passé, d'étudier le présent et de paver la voie pour l'avenir. And Canada will be there to play its part. Now, as Gilbert reminded us, we are far from perfect, and we have a lot to learn from others. But we also have experiences to share. And rest assured, Canada believes in the promise of migration. And working with you, we will make good on that promise. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.